Hey everyone! So this is the third video in my back to school series, and today I want to talk about organization and study tips. And I personally love watching these videos. I find them so helpful, and you can always learn new things while watching how people organize their binders and notes and stuff like that, and what helps people study. So I really like watching these videos, and I hope some of the things I talk about are helpful to you. And I think I'm going to start off with organization. So the first thing I have here is my binder, and this is just a plain blue one, nothing really special. But I take one binder for all of my classes that I take. We don't have lockers in Germany, so I can't really take a binder for each class. That would require me taking like 5 binders a day or something. So I just have one binder for all of the classes that I take, and I take 11 different classes, but don't be intimidated by the number. Our school system is pretty different, so I'm not going to explain any of that. But I divided my binder into categories, so like each class has their own section, and I made most of the dividers myself, but you can also buy them at like supply stores, I don't know. So I just numbered the class, and then I know where I can find it. And I really like this binder because it has pockets in the front. I don't know if you can see that. It has 2 little pockets right here, but I don't use them because things keep falling out of there. I do use this pocket right here just for loose paper that I get from my teachers, or if I have to go to class really quick, I'll just put the papers in here and then put them in the binder later. So that really helps me stay organized, and I really like carrying one binder. But if you have lockers and you like to carry different binders for each class, that's totally fine. The next thing that I want to talk about is probably the most important thing to me, I would say, and it's to get a planner or agenda for the new school year, because that keeps you so organized and it really keeps you on top of everything you need to know. And this is the agenda that I got at my school. So it looks like this from the inside. It has a section for every day, and then there's numbers on the side so you can write down the class in the order that you have them, and then there's a section for writing down the homework you get. And it also has a section for the weekend, but I usually use that for taking some notes and stuff. But I really like this agenda. It also has some laws about my school, has a map of Europe, and a periodic table in here, so that's really nice. And you can write down your name. It has a calendar in here. There's a section for writing down your schedule. So it's just really cool, but you can get any planner or agenda that you would like to. By the way, if you want to know how I decorated mine, you can go ahead and watch my first back to school video. It will be the first link in the description box. And I would just really recommend you get a planner for the new school year. That will make life so much easier, and it will just really help you stay on top of your grades and your homework and assignments and pretty much everything. So I would really recommend you get one of these. Another tip that I have is to put your schedule next to where you keep your books. So that way you know which book you have to bring on what day. So if you take different classes every day, you know which book you have to bring when. And it's also nice to mark the day that you have to bring a book if you alternate with a friend. So let's say you bring a book on Monday and then she or he brings the book on Thursday, so you can mark Monday so you know you have to bring the book on Monday. And that's also a great way to make sure that you have your books ready whenever you need them. And then my last organization tip is to always pack your school bag the night before you go to school. So just get everything done and then put the stuff that you need in the bag. So next morning, let's say you get up late or you're running late and you already pre-packed your bag, so that's really nice. You just have to grab it and run out the door. And that really helps me, especially because I'm kind of always late. So that's just a really nice tip I can give you. Moving on to study tips, one thing that I like to do, and I like to make sure that I kind of stick to this rule, is to turn off all electronics in my room. So I turn off my computer and turn off my phone, because those are all distractions and I get distracted very easily. So if I really have to study for a test, I'll make sure to turn off my laptop, or at least like close it so I can't get distracted with like Twitter or anything. And I'll also turn off my phone or put it on mute, so if people call me, I don't hear it and I don't get distracted and stuff, so that really helps me stay focused on studying. And another thing that I like to do when I study is to highlight things with these highlighters, and I like to stick to green and yellow because I think those are the most not transparent, but you can still read words if you use them. So I have a purple text marker or a highlighter, and I really like that, but it's just really dark and you can barely read the words if you use that. So I like to stick to green and yellow, and sometimes also pink. That works too, depending on the kind of highlighter you get. Also really great for remembering words are these flashcards, and I just got these, so there's not anything on here yet, but I usually write down words on here and then write the definition or additional information or stuff like that on the back, and then I can just flip through these and make sure that I have everything that I need to know in my head. And the very last tip that I have, it's not specifically for studying, but like for organizing your life in general, and it's just to get a spiral notebook, or you could also use the notes section in your phone for this. But it's just to write to-do lists for each day. So when you get home after school, you can just write a to-do list with things that you need to accomplish that day. It could be anything for school, it could be cleaning up, taking a shower, I don't know, you can write down whatever you want. But I just really like to write down things that I really have to do. And if I have a lot of things that I have to do that day and I'm not sure if I can do everything that day, I'll mark the really important things with red and then less important things with yellow or green. So that way I know I have to do everything that's marked red first, and that way I can really make sure that I have the most important things accomplished by the end of the day. Or it's also a great way to write down things that you need to buy or video ideas or anything like that. So a spiral notebook is kind of like your best friend if you are a more organized person, I would say. And I think that's everything for this video. I hope you like it, and I hope you could get some tips from this video that you would work in your study or organization routine. And if you did like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Links to all my social media is in the down bar as always, and I will see you next time. Bye!